You might be thinking about buying a home in the Palm Springs area and you're trying to calculate all the different costs involved. Well, there are some hidden costs. In this video, I'm going to share those with you. My name's Tommy Jordan, your Palm Springs area realtor. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe if you're interested in learning about the Palm Springs area on a weekly basis. So let's get this started and talk about taxes, because who doesn't love property taxes? Definitely not me, but it's an important hidden cost, okay? Well, it might not be that hidden, but if you're from out of the area, you might not know this. So the Palm Springs area is located in the county of Riverside, okay? And property taxes in Riverside County are around 1.25% at the time of filming this video. Now, depending on what city you're buying at in the Coachella Valley, Palm Springs, Indian Wells, Rancho Mirage, your property taxes might be a little bit different, but that's a good general rule of thumb. You could actually go on Riverside County, their website, and you could check out the property tax calendar and just some interesting things about taxes in general, okay? But one thing that you need to know is when buying in the Palm Springs area, if you're, for example, buying in a newer community or a home that might be brand new, new construction, or just a newer part of town, like for example, Rancho Mirage, you might be in a new development, or say in Palm Springs, you're in a new area like Miralon. I mean, you could encounter Melloro, okay? What is Melloro tax, okay? Well, basically, some neighborhoods, like I mentioned, have Melloro, which is a special assessment that pays for infrastructure and services in the community. Now, these taxes can be on top, or they are on top of your normal property taxes. Investopedia has a great website about this, or a great page about Melloro tax, talking about, why they're created, how long they last. They could last 20 years for a new community. And what you need to know about Melloro's is, for example, I'm helping someone buy a new home in La Quinta. Normally, their property taxes would be more around 1.25%. Because of the Melloro's, they're now paying 1.35%. So something just to factor in. Now, the next thing, the third hidden cost, would be utility cost, okay? Electricity is going to be your major expensive cost every single month living here in the desert. And if you're on SoCal Edison or IID, it will make a huge difference. Now, I've spoken about this in other videos before, but it's something that you need to know because it could sort of be a hidden cost if you don't know this information. So look at a map and look at Bermuda Dunes and Washington Street, okay? Anything to the right, east of the valley, Bermuda Dunes, Indio, La Quinta, those cities will be IID. It was originally created for the farmers out on the east side of the valley, and it could be about 30 to 40% less on electricity cost from having IID. Anything to the west of Washington Street, like Indian Wells, Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, it will be on SoCal Edison, okay? So if you're trying to avoid expensive monthly reoccurring costs because you're retired or you have a fixed income, then you might want to consider homes in this area, or look at getting solar panels on your home if you're living in one of the more expensive areas for electricity. Like I live in a SoCal Edison area. We have a solar panels on the house, and I have an electric vehicle, and it's pretty awesome because the solar panels pretty much cover our electricity costs, which is amazing, okay? So the last thing you need to know about is that HOAs vary a lot in the valley. For example, if you live in a community, not like the Springs, but you live in a community that's just gated, it might be $100 per month to $200 per month for, say, if you have a tennis court in the community and maybe a few little things here and there. Once you get to $300 to $500 a month, you might have a few community pools, a spa. It will be gated, tennis courts, pickleball courts, and you might get a security guard that maybe is there just during the day. Once you get to $600 to $900 a month, that's when you get cable provided, internet provided, you get the country club, you get the golf course. Golf courses start to come into communities once you're above that $600 HOA mark. So if you're looking for a country club, golf course kind of community, most likely you're going to be paying $600 a month, just so you know, okay? Now, it gets high, it gets very expensive depending on if social memberships are included. A social membership is required at a lot of communities to enjoy the clubhouse for some cases, or tennis courts, pickleball, the pools, any of that. Sometimes you need a social membership for. Now, some communities will include them, and then you just have a higher HOA. In general, a very high-end community is the Springs, located in Rancho Mirage, and I think right now their HOA is around $1,600 a month. Now, it sounds high, and it is, but when you drive in a community like the Springs and you start to see, what they offer and how beautiful it is and how well maintained and just, everything you get living there, you feel like you're just living in a resort, and that's why people pay these big bucks. But there are more affordable places like Desert Falls Country Club, for example, that's located in Palm Desert, where it's going to be more around $600-700 per month. And you do get actually included in that a social membership, which is insane. It's unheard of, but you're closer to the 10 freeway, so it might get a little windier, and it's just not as high end of a club. So, that's just something to keep in mind. But, the difference between Desert Falls is you could get a nice condo in there for $400,000 to $500,000. In the Springs, it might cost for a townhome, $800,000 to $900,000 for something that's pretty outdated. So some of these are just the things you need to know when buying in the Palm Springs area. And if you're thinking about actually moving here or selling a home, my contact information is below. I'm helping people every single day from YouTube, so don't be shy. I would love to help you. And if you want to learn more about the Palm Springs area, check out this video right here.